Bonnie Lynne Hunt is an American actress, comedian, writer, director, television producer, and daytime television host. She has appeared in the films Rain Man, Beethoven, Beethoven II, Jumanji, Jerry Maguire, The Green Mile, Cheaper by the Dozen, and Cheaper by the Dozen 2. She has done voice work in the Pixar films A Bug's Life, Monsters, Incorporated, Monsters University, Toy Story 3, Cars, and Cars 2. Hunt has starred in the television series Grant and Davis Rules as well as creating, producing, writing, and starring in The Building, Bonnie, and Life with Bonnie. From 2008 to 2010, she hosted the daytime talk show The Bonnie Hunt Show. Early life: Hunt was born in Chicago, Illinois, the daughter of Alice E., a homemaker, and Robert Edward Hunt, an electrician. Her mother is of Polish descent and her father was of Irish and Belgian ancestry. She was raised in a large Catholic family, and has 3 older brothers, Patrick, Kevin, and Tom, 2 older sisters, Kathy and Carol, and 1 younger sister, Mary. Hunt was educated in Catholic schools and attended St. Ferdinand Grammar School and Notre Dame High School for Girls in Chicago. In 1982, Hunt worked as an oncology nurse at Northwestern Memorial Hospital in Chicago. In 1984, she co-founded An Impulsive Thing, an improvisational comedy troupe, with Holly Wurtel, Andy Miller and John Grippentrog. Hunt also performed as a member of Chicago's world-famous The Second City, joining in 1986. Career: in 1990, Hunt played a role on the NBC series Grand, a sitcom that lasted a season and a half. Hunt refused to become a cast member of Saturday Night Live because the show's producers generally frowned on her preferred improvisational style. In 1992, she was offered the part of Texas widow B.J. Poteet, a replacement for Julia Duffy, on the popular CBS sitcom Designing Women in would become the 7th and final season of the series. She instead chose to co-star in Davis Rules with Jonathan Winters, Randy Quaid, and Audrey Meadows. In 1993, Hunt teamed with good friend David Letterman to produce The Building, a short-lived sitcom that was modeled after early 1950s television shows. The show was also filmed live. Mistakes, accidents, and forgotten lines were often left in the aired episode. Hunt and Letterman re-teamed in 1995 with The Bonnie Hunt Show, which featured many of the same cast members as The Building and the same loose style. The show was praised by critics but was cancelled after 11 of the 13 episodes produced were aired. In 2002, Hunt returned to television with Life with Bonnie, a show known for clean and offbeat humor. Her role on that show earned her a 2004 Emmy nomination, her first. Despite fair ratings, the show was cancelled in its second season. Hunt announced on Live with Regis and Kelly that ABC had offered her another sitcom, in which she would have played a divorced detective. This pilot, Let Go, was not picked up for the full 2006 schedule. Hunt co-wrote, directed, and co-starred in the 2000 film Return to Me, a romantic comedy starring David Duchovny and Minnie Driver. It was filmed in her Chicago neighborhood and included bit parts for a number of her relatives. The film, which received a positive reception from critics, was largely influenced by Hunt's blue-collar Catholic upbringing in Chicago. Hunt starred as Alice Newton opposite Charles Grodin in the popular family comedy films Beethoven and Beethoven II. She played opposite Robin Williams in Jumanji as well as opposite Steve Martin in Cheaper by the Dozen and its sequel. She played the sister of Rena Copyright Zellweger in the movie Jerry Maguire and Jan Edgecombe opposite Tom Hanks in the film adaptation of the Stephen King novel The Green Mile. She played the biological mother, Grace Bellamy, of Mark Austin in Loggerheads, a 2005 independent film written and directed by Tim Kirkman. She has provided her voice for a total of 5 Pixar films, A Bug's Life as Rosie the Black Widow Spider, Monsters, Incorporated as training supervisor Mrs. Flint, Cars as the heroine Sally Carrera, and Toy Story 3 as Dolly. In addition, Hunt received a writing credit on the film Cars, and reprised her Sally role in the sequel Cars 2. The Bonnie Hunt Show. In 2007, Bonnie Hunt taped a pilot episode for Telepictures. The pilot was approved and the talk show was created. The Bonnie Hunt Show premiered on Monday, September 8, 2008. The show's set design was a tribute to Dean Martin, and on the walls are pictures of historic television personalities as well as Hunt's family members. The show was inspired by the format of Live with Regis and Kelly, with the host and guests often interacting with the audience. Many of show's staffers were longtime friends of Hunt's from Chicago. The show typically started with an opening monologue followed by guest interviews and games played with the audience. Hunt's mother Alice often appeared in weekcasts from her home in Chicago. A characteristic of the show was Hunt's over-the-top faux indignation at non-PG language, after which she would enjoy the double entendre-drenched material she had pretended to poo-poo. The Bonnie Hunt Show taped in Culver City, California, and was viewed in 17 of the top 20 U.S. television markets in the United States. In its first year, the show was nominated for 3 Daytime Emmy Awards, for opening theme, hairstyle, and makeup. It won the Gracie Award for Outstanding Talk Show in 2009. In 2010, Hunt was nominated for Outstanding Talk Show Host at the Daytime Emmy Awards. The final episode aired Wednesday, May 26, 2010. Personal life: Hunt married investment banker John Murphy in 1988. However, during her June 6, 2006, appearance on The Late Show with David Letterman, she mentioned that she was single again. Hunt's hometown is Chicago, Illinois, and she is a lifelong Chicago Cubs fan, having not missed an opening day at Wrigley Field since 1977. She is a supporter of the Multiple Myeloma Research Foundation, of which she is an honorary board member. Filmography: films, television, video games, references. External links: Bonnie Hunt at the Internet Movie Database.